We're going to talk about face coverings here in just a second with CBS News medical contributor Dr. David Agus, who joins us with more on the coronavirus. But Dr. Agus, I want to start with a question that tens of millions of parents are asking and wondering about, and that is, should kids go back to school? The CDC, as Michael noted, released that new guidance this week, talking about the importance of having kids in classrooms. Can it be done safely? Should it be done?
Thank you, Jeff. It's a difficult time because there is no one-size-fits-all policy, and obviously the CDC just put out a one-size-fits-all policy. It is going to depend what is the incident rate in the area you live. If you're in an area where there's a significant number of cases and it's going up, I'd be very cautious about what's going on in school. My hope is most school districts make it mandated to wear a mask. If you wear a mask, there is dramatically less spread in the classroom and within students, and that's going to be critical going forward. The policies that were put out by the CDC are generic, and we certainly need more prescriptive guidance for school districts what to do. Students, parents have to make critical decisions over the next several weeks about what to do in the fall.
You mentioned the masks there. It seems like everything comes back to two things, masks and testing. And we've seen delays in getting test results recently. Give us some sense as we move forward in the next month, where should we be testing-wise?
You know, when you test somebody, you then can go back and say, hey, you're positive. Let me see who you spoke to over the last 2 days. We call that social tracing, and we can talk to those individuals because they have been exposed to the virus. But when there's a delay of 5, 6, 7, 8 days on testing, going back really is meaningless because those people who have been exposed can expose many others during that period. So we have to do testing where we can give results within 24 hours or so. We have to be able to scale testing, especially in areas where it's harder hit, where there are lines to get testing and then days to get the result. That's not acceptable. We need testing. And then at the same time, we have to mandate in the country that we wear masks. We don't like that. People are getting upset over that. But we're going to look back a month or two from now and say, I wish we did it earlier, because it's going to have to happen.
Dr. Agus, how hopeful are you, or when do you think a vaccine, I know they're in stage 3 in some of these trials for a potential vaccine, how quickly do you think that happens?
Phase 3, not stage 3. It's not a play, but I'm just joking, obviously.
Duly noted. Forgive me.
We have several of them in phase. We have several of them in phase 3 clinical trials across the globe. My hope is that some of the phase 3 trials that started earlier, especially in countries like Brazil and South Africa, will yield results soon. It's the same vaccine in all of these countries, will yield results that we can build on. Our phase 3s are just beginning at the end of the month. But if those results come true and there are statistical difference, we can lower symptoms from the virus by at least 50%, I'm hoping 70%, we could have a vaccine in the early fall.
Well, we certainly wish this was a play, the entire thing. We would put a wrap on it, kick it off Broadway, and never see it again. Dr. David Agus, thank you very much.